After the rain, Amir and Cook strike to put the leaders on top. Essex travelled to Canterbury looking to recapture the superb form that had taken them to the top of the Division 1 table. Before the break for the T20 Blast, they'd won 5 straight games to move above nearest rival Somerset with 4 rounds remaining. 5th place Kent still had aspirations to climb the table themselves. Despite rain in other parts of the country, play began promptly after an uncontested toss. Essex chose to bowl, but Kent opener Zach Crawley made a bright start, driving Jamie Porter for 4 in the first over. But he couldn't build on that promise. Pakistani paceman Mohammad Amir saw to that, castling Crawley for just 5. Before the rain arrived, washing out the rest of the morning session. Play finally got underway at 3:30, with Amir surely the main threat for the Kent batsmen. Instead, it was Sam Cook who did the damage, pinning Dixon LBW for 8 in his second over. That brought Sam Billings to the crease for his first championship innings of the season, but it was a brief one for the Kent skipper as he fell in Cook's next over in the same manner for just a single. Daniel Bell-Drummond looked to be playing on a different pitch to his teammates and was the only batsman in the top 5 to pass double figures. Kun was the next to go cheaply, bowled by Cook for 6. Robinson finally offered some support for Bell-Drummond, but having passed 50, it was the Kent number 3 who fell next, chopping on from Amir. And in his next over, a superb in-swinger from Amir sent Robinson's off-stump flying, and at 118 for 6, Essex were back on top. But they couldn't add to their haul of wickets as the home side made it through to 125 for 6 at the close of a shortened day. Thanks to the bowling of Amir and Cook, Essex will still hope to push for yet another victory. Only 53 overs were possible on the first day at Canterbury, but that was enough for the Division 1 leaders to seize the initiative. 3 wickets apiece from Mohammad Amir and Sam Cook reduced Kent to 125 for 6, with only Daniel Bell-Drummond offering much resistance for the home side. And the Pakistani paceman was soon at it again on day 2 of his last ever game in red ball cricket. Ollie Rayner beaten by yet another brilliant in-swinging Yorker to give Amir his 4th wicket, all of them bowled. And Essex's hold on the match tightened soon after, thanks to their other key bowler, Cook with his 4th wicket, Stevens LBW for 6, and Kent 8 down. Podmore decided to go on the attack, but the rather more convincing shots were played by tail-ender Matt Milnes as the pair began to frustrate Essex. And when the visitors introduced spinner Simon Harmer, Podmore really hit his stride, including a huge 6 over mid-wicket. The partnership moved past 50 as Kent edged towards a batting point which had looked unlikely. They'd just secured it when Milnes edged Bopara to Sir Alistair Cook and was gone for 31. The afternoon session was only 11 balls old when the rain returned again, but only a brief delay this time before Podmore was back to complete his 3rd first-class half-century from 65 balls as he hit Harmer for his 8th 4. The new ball did the trick for Essex as Claydon drove to mid-off and Cook completed his 5-fer. Amir with 4 for 48 and Kent's total of 226 dominated by Bell-Drummond and Podmore with contributions from Robinson and Milnes. Yet another interruption delayed the start of Essex's innings, and this proved to be a lengthy stoppage. When play finally resumed, Kent soon had some success. A brilliant catch by Rayner at second slip, helping Podmore remove Nick Brown for just 6. The weather has been the biggest obstacle to Essex's bid for a 6th successive championship victory. Only 95 overs were possible over the first 2 days at Canterbury, and the visitors began day 3 on 32 for 1, still 194 runs behind Kent's total, and needing to score quickly to set up any chance of a win. Sir Alistair Cook had been tied down by some accurate Kent bowling before the rain came on day 2, but he started day 3 with a boundary off Stevens, only for the veteran to respond decisively, the former England captain LBW for 12, and soon after quick runs were the least of Essex's worries as Lawrence was hit on the back pad by Podmore, and with no addition to the total, Podmore had his 3rd wicket of the innings. Bopara's big cover drive ending up in the hands of Rayner at slip, Westley the 3rd LBW of the morning, and it was 49 for 5. And the Division 1 leaders were soon 6 down, another wicket for Stevens, another LBW. Tendashkata playing no stroke and gone for 6. After Stevens and Podmore had hogged the glory, Mitch Claydon got in on the act in his first over of the day. Harmer, the next Essex man, trapped in front. and at 67 for 7 they were in real trouble. Wheater and Mohamed Amir offered the first real batting resistance of the morning to at least ensure Essex wouldn't have to follow on. But Kent had the answer in the off-spin of Ollie Rayner. He persuaded Amir to drive to cover for 28, and Essex were on the brink when the 9th wicket fell, with the score still 110. Wheater, not waiting for the umpire's finger, caught behind off Podmore. The final wicket brought the morning session to a close, Cook lofting a catch to mid-off to leave Essex all out for 114, their lowest score of the season. Podmore and Stevens had done the damage, and the Division 1 leaders trail by 112 on first innings. Another victory already looked well beyond them. Unless, of course, Kent collapsed in similar fashion, and Sam Cook clearly had that in mind. From his second ball, he pinned Dixon LBW. And Mohamed Amir soon joined in, with 2 wickets in 3 balls. Bell Drummond superbly caught by Harmer at slip, and then Billings was caught behind for a duck. Not to be outdone, Cook struck again in his next over, Crawley LBW for 3, and Kent had lost 3 wickets in 6 balls. Cook began to overshadow his illustrious bowling partner as the carnage continued. Ollie Robinson edged to slip for 2, and in his next over, Kun hit 1 ball for 4 and edged the next to the keeper. Stevens had done some damage with the ball in the morning, but that didn't protect him with the bat. Podmore made 54 in the first innings, but none at all second time round. He was Cook's 6th victim, and incredibly it was 23 for 8. Milnes and Rayner finally offered some resistance, with Milnes even driving Cook for 4. But they couldn't delay him for long, and sure enough he picked up another LBW decision, this time against Rayner for his 7th wicket. But that was the end of Cook's haul, because Porter finished the job, castling Milnes for 9 to leave Kent all out for just 40 in 18.1 overs. Not a single batsman made double figures, blown away by Cook's 7 for 23. Remarkably, after their own batting collapse earlier, Essex needed 153 to win the match. The run chase didn't begin well. Brown brilliantly caught by Crawley to give Stevens another wicket with just 5 on the board. That was the 20th wicket to fall in the day, but Alistair Cook was in no hurry to be number 21, hitting Podmore for 2 fours as Essex reached 28 for 1 at tea, 125 still needed. Wesley matched his partner for stroke play after the interval, and for a while the visitors were making serene progress, but Matt Milnes changed that. With his first ball he had Cook caught at slip for 29. And in the same over he removed Lawrence, LBW for the 2nd time in the day, to complete a pair. The same fate befell Bopara thanks to a diving catch by Robinson off Stevens. Wesley and Tendulkar steadied the ship and got the scoreboard moving again, until Wesley shouldered arms to one that nipped back from Claydon and was bowled for 25. And the same bowler then delivered a crucial blow. Tendulkar caught behind for 17, and Essex still needed 69 with only 4 wickets left. Without looking convincing, Wheater and Harmer took the total to 3 figures, and the pair steadily grew in confidence as the exertions of the day caught up with Kent's bowlers. They edged towards the victory target and were just 12 runs short when Claydon claimed his 3rd wicket, Harmer LBW for 30. Amir joined Wheater, and they edged Essex home to a remarkable win, their 8th of the season by 3 wickets. 26 wickets had fallen in the day, and after conceding a 112-run lead on first innings, the Division 1 leaders pick up 19 points. A stunned Kent just 4.